Hi guys, I'm back today with just a mumble of a bunch of different projects that I've been working on lately, and I'm gonna kind of take a break from the Valentine's Day cards. I don't know if I'll be doing any more or not. I just kind of took a break from them. So anyways, I've got a layout and some cards and different things to share with you. So first of all, last year, some of you may remember if you guys were watching my videos, around this time I was telling you about a mini album that I was going to do for our vacation to Disneyland, and we made a sock monkey, and I was going to do a little mini album for the sock monkey and all of her adventures. Well, I never got it done. I have the pictures, but I still haven't gotten it done. I haven't even started it, honestly. But our yearly vacation to Disneyland is coming up again, so I wanted another little guy to bring with us. And this year, instead of a sock monkey, I made a socktopus. And this is what he looks like. And I think we've named him Seymour. We're still voting, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Seymour. So I just bought some of those fuzzy socks at Walmart and made him, and I just embroidered his face and mouth because he just looked funky with button eyes. So yeah, but basically you just get 2 pairs of the socks and cut them all up, and you can find the information online on Google. But yeah, and then on the bottom of him I took some felt and sewed a little circle of felt around to kind of close him off right there and seal his legs on nicely. So that's Seymour. He'll be going with us, and maybe, you know, since I haven't really started the other mini album, maybe I'll do like a 2-year thing where I've done, like, our sock monkey's name was Sydney, so I could do Sydney and Seymour, you know, adventures. I don't know. So anyways, yeah, if I ever get that mini album done, I will share it with you. I've actually been kind of wanting to do it recently, but I need to resize the photos and everything. So the next thing I have to share with you is a layout, and I wanted to do a layout for Candy's challenge. Her YouTube name is Bonbon Scraps, and I don't really know for sure if her challenge is specifically Valentine's, you know, specifically. Basically, the 2 things that you had to have were handwritten journaling, which I have right here, and at least 12 hearts, which I've got this patterned paper here and here that have hearts on it, and then these little wood hearts. But this is a picture of my oldest son when he was only like 1, and it's titled My Little Stud Muffin, and I used the wood letters and these hearts from Pink Paisley. It's the sawdust font, and they're wood. I love them. I need to get more. And then just random papers. This paper's from Sassafras. This is from My Mind's Eye. This is October Afternoon. Just a bunch of random things. And then some buttons from Paper Tray Ink. And the lighting kind of sucks right here, but I did mist around the whole layout with some Calico White Mr. Huey's and Barnwood Mr. Huey's. And then up here I've got just a little cluster of stuff. This little text paper is October Afternoon too. They're from the Seaside collection. So yeah, there's more than 12 hearts because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, 5 here, and then all of those. And then there's my handwritten journaling. So Candy, if this does count, if it's, you know, if it doesn't have to be specifically Valentine's Day, then this is my entry. So if not, it's totally fine. I just don't do Valentine's Day layouts. I don't know, like, I have 2 different styles. I have my card making style and my scrap style, and they're complete opposites. And I really don't work well with large scale Valentine's papers. I don't know why. I can just never make up my mind on what I want to do, and so it just ends up being a mess. So I don't really do Valentine's layouts, but this has the hearts and the handwritten journaling that she wanted, so if it does count, then that's cool. But if not, if it was supposed to be Valentine's themed, then, you know, that's fine. But if it counts, I'd like to be entered in your challenge. So there's that one. And then I did one more, and I'm not really happy with the way this one is right now. I don't know. I think I just need more embellishments or something. It's titled Loads of Fun because my son is playing in the laundry basket. And this is, again, when he was like 1 or 2, my oldest son, and he's in a laundry basket. I used the papers from the Lime Twist collection. I can't remember which one it is. From 6x6 pad and the 12x12, and some of the stickers from there also. Just some thickers here, and I used, what's it called? Heirloom Blue Mr. Huey's, and I just kind of splattered it all along the whole thing. And then up here I've got this little sticker from the collection that says Cutie Pie, and a little strip of paper from the 6x6 pad. So those are my 2 layouts. It's been forever since I've done a layout. I also made a couple more little, or a bunch more, little Valentine's Day cards. And I made them, those of you who may not know, I'm a Scentsy consultant. So anytime someone has a party for me, I make a little note card for everyone who orders, and then I make a larger card, thank you card for the hostess. So I thought, since it's going to be close to Valentine's Day, I'd do a little Valentine's theme. And I used the Penny Black Every Which Way stamp set, colored it in, cut it out with my little Nestability, and popped it up. I usually, you know, just do really, really simple cards for each person. And it does say Happy Valentine's Day, and then I'll write on here, thank you for your order. Whoop, sorry. I'll write in there, thank you for your order and whatnot. So I made a bunch of those because I have someone that's having a party for me, so I got those. And then the last thing I want to share with you is how I store my dies now. I recently just got fed up with how I was storing them before. I accumulated a lot of like paper tray ink dies for Christmas, if you guys see my Christmas haul. So I needed a new way to store them. And then my Nestabilities, I hated the way I was storing them before. I've seen quite a few people I know, like Arlene, My Butterfly Kisses 12, and like Bona, and all these other people had done where they made like 6x12 mini album things with chipboard, and then they would put strips of magnet and put their Nestabilities on there. So I did that for a little while because it was the only option that I'd seen out there, really, other than keeping them in their original package, which is a pain. So when I got a bunch more Nestabilities, when I went on vacation, and I told you guys I got them on sale for like $6 something a piece, and then my sister-in-law actually went back the next week and got me a bunch more for like $2.50 each, because all their stuff was 90% off that week. So she sent me like 6 more. So I was in desperate need of a new storage system, and I had this kind of in the back of my mind that I wanted to do it this way, and I just hadn't found the magnet sheets that I really wanted. So I was looking around on the internet for the cheapest magnet sheets and whatnot, and I knew that they had some at Walmart, and so I looked at my Walmart, but they didn't have them, of course, because my Walmart sucks. So my sister-in-law actually said that she had gotten some for her own Nestabilities, and so she was kind enough to send some to me. I think she bought like 11 packages, 10 or 11 packages, and sent them to me. So I got those today, so I was super excited, and I just went and organized all of my dies. So this is just a really inexpensive photo album that I got at Walmart, and I actually need to get another one because I want one for Nestabilities and one for my other dies, but for now I have them all in one. But it's just a cheap thing. I could decorate this differently if I wanted to, but I kind of like this, so I'm just going to leave it for now. And the magnet sheets, like I said, are 5x8. This is a 5x7 album. So it fit really nicely. All I had to do was trim off like an inch from the top for it to fit nicely. But as you can see, I've got all my paper tray ink dies right here. These are all my flower dies. And they just slip right out. So if I'm going to be using a bunch of them on a project, I can just slip this out and set it on my desk next to me and just have it out for a little bit and then put them back and slip them back in. Or I can just grab one if I wanted to. It's really not a big deal. They do have a sticky backing if you wanted to stick them down, but I don't because I want to be able to take them out. If this little album had like a flap thingy instead of, you know, slipping it down, then that might be nicer too, where I could just take one off from if it's down here. But this works fine for me. So I've got all of my paper tray ink and MFT and CC Designs dies in here. Oh, I didn't show you this one. This is my newest die. It's from CC Designs and it's the candle border die. Love, 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 love. It is so stinking cute. I'll have to do a project or show it to you. Super, super cute. So as you can see, I fit several on one sheet, and then I go into my nestabilities. So I just put one nestability on one set on each page because they're too big to fit two. And then my scallop squares, for whatever reason, they, like when they layer, they sit on top of each other so they don't sit flat. So I had to do 2 pages of that one, but it's totally fine with me. And so I've just got all of these nestabilities now, thanks to my sister-in-law. So yeah, that's how I store them. I really, really like them, and I seen Christina, she's Creations with Christina. I think I can't even remember her YouTube name. Most of you probably know who she is. But she did something similar where she got like a hardcover binder, but then she had to go and buy a bunch of like dividers. She did like they had like 4x6 dividers and 3.5x5, or I don't even know what all the measurements were. So she has each of her little tiny dies, like these ones, in an individual little thing, and she labeled them all and stuff. When I do mine, if I get a die, I label the back of it, and I just put PTI for paper tray ink and then the picket fence die, so that I know, so I can tell you guys what they are. My nestabilities I don't label. I don't keep track. There's just too many. So I haven't labeled those, but yeah, so it's similar to hers. Hers is a lot more organized because she's got the labels and all the different sections and different things. Mine's kind of more simple, but they both work really nicely. And the magnet sheets, you get 2 in a pack for $2. So it's definitely the cheapest I found because, first of all, you probably wouldn't have to pay shipping. They don't sell them online at Walmart.com, so you would have to find them in a local store. Like I said, I wasn't able to find them in my Walmart, so I don't know. Another thing that I'm not quite sure about yet is that I can see that on some of these pages, the die is kind of cutting the plastic. So I'm not sure how long this will last. But honestly, this book was $2 at Walmart. So I don't think it would be a problem to switch it out if I ever needed to. You know, all I'd have to do is take out the sheets and put them in a new book. So I don't think it would be too big of a deal to switch it out. But anyways, hopefully that helps some of you in storing your dies. This is the best that I've found. And I was going to show you, she sent me 11 packs, and I had one more die that I needed to put in here. So what I did was I took a piece of black cardstock, just paper tray ink, it's nice and sturdy, and I took all the little 1-inch strips, and I have them right here. I've still got quite a few, so I can make a couple more pages. They're already 5 inches across, so I just needed to, you know, line them up. And it makes basically a full sheet, and it holds it just as strong as the regular sheet did. So none of it goes to waste, and like I said, I've got some more pieces, so when I get more dies I can make more pages and everything will work out nicely. And then, you know, whenever I go somewhere, like if I go down to visit them in Utah or something, I might pick up a couple more sheets because they're so inexpensive. For $2 you get 2 sheets. They're $1 a sheet. For 5x8 they're already sized perfectly. I don't have to cut them other than the 1 inch off the top, which isn't a big deal. I was able to cut it in my paper trimmer because it's super thin. You know, it's flexible and whatnot. So, and it holds really well. It holds nice and strong. So they're not sliding around or anything like that on the sheet. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Maybe that'll help some of you to store your dies nicer. That's how I've started doing it, and I really, really like it. So anywho, like I said, it's a bunch of different stuff today. But I just wanted to share all of that with you. So I hope you guys all have a great night, and I will see you later. Bye.